So I wanted to give a brief overview and my initial review of the Remee Lucid Dreaming Mask. And the first thing I would say is just from the perspective of this product as a sleep mask, I think they've done a wonderful job. It is a beautiful design. It is very, very light considering that there's a circuit board inside, and it's very thin and bendable. It's flexible, which is again amazing since there is a circuit board inside of it, adjustable band in the back. Little tip to try: if you find this slipping over your head, try to put the band under your ears. It might be comfortable, might not, but you can give it a try. So overall, it's a beautiful, simplistic design, and it is surprisingly comfortable to sleep in. Now, let's open this up. Here, the Velcro at the top, and you can see the circuit board and some of the components. And really, what you need to know about, which if you already haven't figured this out, the on and off button is this. The two sensors to program the device. One is here, and the other one is in this side. Battery, replaceable battery, and of course, there's another button here which you don't even need to expose all the way to get to. You can feel it here right next to the little Remee wing. And this one is used to put Remee into nap mode, into programmable mode, or allowing it to display the pattern that it's set to right now. So, in terms of the mechanism and how to set it up, I don't want to repeat some of the stuff that they've Bitbanger Labs have already showed in their video, which I will include in my review. But I do want to show a couple of things, and of course, if you turn this on, if you turn the switch, you'll see Remee say hello and blink the lights. And if you click the button over here, one time, two times, three times, it will switch between brightness mode. Now, the reason I'm showing you this again is because my recommendation in terms of brightness is what you want to do is you can test this before you go to sleep and guess what brightness might work for you or might not. I would suggest to put the mask on and in daylight, but with your eyes closed, turn on the device, okay? And with the device on your face, double click the button in the front to see the pattern that you're going to see when you're sleeping. And see if you even notice this being awake with your eyes closed and the mask on your face. And if you don't, then maybe the brightness is not strong enough. I find that for me, I need the brightness at maximum, and then I notice it very well. Some people said that they have been woken up by this even on low brightness, so you can try it while you're awake and know to adjust it accordingly. So, and if you see this pattern happen is when Remee is ready and it puts itself into sort of hibernation and sleep mode before you go to sleep. And if when you realize it or not, you have to, in order to make any changes, adjustments, or click the buttons, you have to sort of turn it off and turn it back on again in order to make more changes. Now, if you click the button in the front, if you hold it, and it will 3 seconds will flash over here, that means it goes into nap mode. If you click it and hold, and you'll see this, but you keep holding for a few more seconds, it will blink differently, and now it's in programmable mode. In regards to using Remee and sleeping with it throughout the night, I think there is more than one way to do it, and I wanted to give my recommendation on how to use it in different ways and try and see what works for you. So, I mean, the simple thing is, of course, to turn it on, put it on your head, and go to sleep. Now, if you are a light sleeper who wakes up many times a night, what you can do is use nap mode and turn on nap mode every time you wake up, because most of the times we wake up during REM sleep, and when we go back to sleep, most chances we go right back into REM, and this is a great opportunity to just put this in nap mode every time you fall back asleep, and increase the chances that you will see the blinking lights during a REM sleep. Another way is to just set it up properly in the beginning, go to sleep regularly, and if you wake up or you realize that you slept through the segment and the intervals of REMI blinking, then go back to sleep and turn on nap mode as a sort of secondary run at trying to catch lights with this. So and remember, this is a sleep aid and lucid dreaming aid that takes time to get used to. It needs to get used to you, and you need to get used to it. Not everybody's used to sleeping with something on their face, and not everybody knows their sleep patterns very, very well. But once you get used to it, and once you use it over a certain period of time, I believe that you will find it very, very efficient. There's one more thing I wanted to show you, and this is in regards to some of the criticism I've heard, surprisingly already, about the Remy, and I think that most of them are not really thought this through in terms of how the Remy was built and what the intention was behind it. And this is my personal opinion, and you can let me know what you think about it. Um, First of all, if you think about the Remy and how light and thin it is, and how affordable they actually managed to make it, I think that's a remarkable accomplishment. So, in comparison, if I show you an old version of a different lucid dreaming mask, which is similar to the REM Dreamer, if you've ever looked that up, you can see this one does have REM detection, and Remy does not. But what you can also see is how thick this device is in relation to the Remy. And not only is it thicker, it is not as comfortable, and it is much, much heavier because of this circuit board that requires, in this case, two thicker batteries. And it's much, much harder to program. Another thing I wanted to mention is they've done a genius of a job in how you program this with the computer. Now, there are other versions of this REM Dreamer that is a little bit thinner and with a better, longer lasting battery. Um, but still, it's much heavier and harder to program, and it's not as comfortable to sleep in. And the biggest issue is that it is much more expensive. So I think they wanted to make the Remy more affordable and more available to more people. And otherwise, this would have been a lot more popular a long time ago already.